Imagine being buried in your grandmother's quilt instead of in a casket. It is a concept a local nonprofit is bringing to Tennessee for the first time.
It's called a natural burial ground, and the goal is to preserve green space as development continues.
News 2's Jessica Jaglois explains.
That's right. A natural or green burial excludes anything that could pollute the environment, and soon Sumner County will have the first conservation burial ground. The county commission unanimously approved the plan this week. Back in December, I spoke with the landowner and the director about the idea of conserving green space with a green cemetery.
I would come and stand here, see which way the breeze was blowing.
Karen Knox's father bought this land in the 1980s. When he passed, she didn't know what to do with the 155 acres he left her until a friend told her about Larkspur Conservation, a nonprofit looking to purchase land to create a natural cemetery.
When I first told her about a daughter-in-law, said, "Ew," and I said, "Oh, no. It's wonderful. Our neighbors would never have rowdy parties, it will be fine." And in fact, it makes perfect ecological sense.
Unlike your typical cemetery, there will be no metal caskets, no concrete vaults, no embalming chemicals, all of which could pollute the environment. On this land, deceased human beings will be placed directly into the soil.
Natural burial is simply natural, placing the body in a wooden casket that's been made by family members, wrapped in a quilt that's been made by grandmothers, the body laid to rest simply in the ground.
John Christian Pfeiffer is the Larkspur Conservation's executive director. He says there are natural burial grounds in Tennessee, but here, sandwiched between Gallatin and Westmoreland, this land will be home to Tennessee's first conservation burial ground, a natural cemetery that will double as a nature preserve.
Everything just all in the spring, flowers everywhere. School children will be able to come and learn about the different leaves on the trees, about the different flowers that grow here in our native state. It's truly going to be a place for people to come live and a place for them to experience a living memorial.
It will be a place people can walk their dogs, take a hike, and visit their deceased loved ones. For Knox, it's the perfect legacy for her father.
My father would have been delighted to know about this sort of thing. I'm delighted to know about this sort of thing. If you want to serve your planet, either the place or the people on it, this is the thing to do.
The Larkspur Conservation is about to close on Knox's property. Pfeiffer says people have already expressed interest in being buried there, and the cemetery should open by spring of 2018. Eric?
All right, thank you, Jessica. Natural burials, by the way, are also cheaper. The typical funeral can cost more than $15,000. The average natural burial costs about $4,000.